Hi guys, today we will discussing the normal flora in human body. Normal microbial flora defines are as those microorganisms which are present in the human body in a huge number. The normal flora of microorganism is consisting of eukaryotic fungi, protists, bacteria, and etc. Among them, bacteria are present in large numbers. The microorganisms are present in our anatomical sites are defined as normal flora. Next is types of normal flora. Types of normal flora in the human body including bacteria, fungi, archaea, and viruses. Bacteria in normal flora is the initial studies show that an individual contains thousands of bacteria on their body surface and vital organs. The mouth and the gut portion of human body contains a large number of bacteria which is greater than the bacterial population of skin and vaginal sites. There are present different species of bacteria that are found in human body which are vary based on the type of organs. Next is Archaea and normal flora. Archaea mainly found in the gut portion of the human body. The species of Archaea is much more limited in our body. Third is fungi in normal flora. They are mainly found at the gut portion and skin of the human body. Fourth is viruses in normal flora. Viruses, including bacterial viruses, are colonized in our various body parts such as skin, gut, lung, and oral cavity. Next is normal flora of human body. Microorganisms are present in different parts of our body such as skin, eye, nose, mouth, gastrointestinal tract, and etc. Next is normal flora of skin. Bacteria. First is bacteria. There are present different types of bacteria on our skin. On our skin surface, the diversity of bacteria is vary based on the different location of our skin. Our skin is divided into three parts: the dry portion, the moist portion, and sebaceous. In the dry portions of our skin include forearm, buttocks, hand, and the portion contains the greatest diversity of gram-negative and gram-positive. The moist areas of our skin include umbilicus, underarm, inguinal and gluteal, creases, and inside the elbow. The portion of the skin exhibit less diversity of microorganisms. And the last is the oily sebaceous. The oily sebaceous sites contains the lowest diversity of bacteria including most members of Actinobacteria. The oily portions of our skin include the forehead, behind the ear, and back. Next is fungi. Except bacteria, our skin also contains more than 14 different genera of fungi, including dermatophytes such as Microsporum gypsum and Trichophyton, rubrum, and non-dermatophyte fungi. Next is normal microflora of nose and pharynx. The nasopharynx is a part of pharynx lying above the level of the soft palate. The normal flora of pharynx is including some potential pathogenic bacteria such as Streptococcus, pneumonia, and Neisseria meningitidis, and Haemophilus influenza. Next is normal flora of mouth. The mouth has the optimum environment or water nutrients, neutral pH, and moderate temperature, which will help in the growth of microorganisms. Normal flora of throat. The microbial flora of throat is including non-hemolytic and alpha hemolytic Streptococcus, some Neisseria species, Stapi, Staphylo- Staphylococcus, diphtheria, and Haemophilus organisms, and pneumococci, yes, and gram-negative runs. Next is normal flora of respiratory tract. Our lower and upper portion of the respiratory tract is free of microorganisms because there are three important reasons, such as number one is continuous stream of mucus is interrupts the microorganisms. The ciliated epithelial cells continually move to the interrupted microorganisms out of the respiratory tract. Number two is alveolar macrophages destroy the microorganism, and number three is bactericidal effect of exerted by the enzymes lysosomes present in the nasal mucus. The enzyme lysosome shows the bactericidal effect that kills all the bacteria. Next is the normal flora of eye. A number of bacteria are present in eye, including this. And next is the small intestine also contains several bacteria such as Enterococcus faecalis and Lactobacilli and Dipteroid, and the yes Candida albicans are occasionally found. Second is the large intestine contains a huge population of microorganisms. More than 400 species of bacteria were isolated from human feces. Most of them are anaerobic gram-negative bacteria and gram-positive rods. Next is normal flora of urinary tract. Both of the male and female urinary tract contains a huge number of microorganisms such as number one, microbial flora of male urinary tract or distal urethra. Male urinary tract contains these following microflora. Next is number two, microbial flora of female urinary tract vagina. Female urinary tract contains these following microflora. Next is advantages or benefits of normal flora to human body. First is prevent pathogens. Most importantly, normal flora prevents the colonization of pathogens by competing with them for essential nutrients and attachment sites. Number two is the vitamin synthesis. Some normal microflora synthesis vitamins for their own needs. Sometimes our body absorbs those vitamins as a nutrients. Example, some enteric bacteria of human body produce vitamin K and vitamin B12. Lactic acid bacteria also produce certain B vitamins. And number four is development of certain tissues. Killing bacteria. Number three, healing bacteria. Some normal flora antagonizes other bacteria by producing some substances which exhibit or kill non-indigenous species. Example, few intestinal bacteria produce some substances which have highly specific bacteriocins that helps to kill the other bacteria. Number four is development of certain tissues. Normal flora also helps in the development of certain tissues. Example, caecum and certain lymphatic tissues in the gastrointestinal tract. And number five is production of antibody. The normal flora of human body also helps to stimulate the synthesis of normal antibodies. Example, when the normal flora acts the antigen in our body, they endure an immunological response, in particular an antibody mediated immune response with induces of production of natural antibody. And next is disadvantage of normal flora. There are present several harmful of effects normal flora on the human body. Number one is bacterial synagism. This means that normal flora is helping another potential pathogens to grow or survive. There are present few normal flora that supply vitamins and nutrients to a pathogens for growing and survive, which is known as cross-feeding between microbes. For example, during treatment of penicillin resistant, which is component of normal flora, shares its drug resistance properties with pathogens that are otherwise susceptible to the drug. Number two is competition of nutrients. The normal flora absorb vitamins and nutrients from the gastrointestinal tract of animals for their own needs. And number three is toxin production. Some bacteria of normal flora produce toxic compounds in the host body, which results in some harmful effects. Number four is disease. Number four is disease. Sometimes normal flora can cause disease in the host body if somehow the normal defense system or immune system of the host is unable to restrict or tolerate the normal flora, then they can cause diseases in the host body. In conclusion, the normal flora has the limitation in the human body. They never harm to host body, but in some cases, if the host body's immune system becomes weak, then the normal flora can cause disease. That's all.